Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in Hallmark Channel News 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in. Alexa Havins said Lulu and Nathan crossed a line without planning to, describing the kiss as a misstep driven by circumstance rather than intention. On General Hospital, Nathan and Lulu ended up trapped in a cafe during the blizzard while trying to track down Charlotte, the kind of Port Charles detour that starts with good intentions and ends with bad decisions. Snowed in, slightly buzzed, and running on weeks of unspoken tension, they crossed a line neither of them had planned to approach out loud. That moment, and everything tangled up inside it, was what Alexa Havins later unpacked when she talked about where Lulu's head actually was and why the fallout was never going to be clean. Nathan and Lulu were snowed in together during the blizzard while searching for Charlotte, creating the conditions for a line to be crossed. Alexa Havins said she recognized early on where the story was heading once Lulu was positioned as the one to find Nathan. Havins described Lulu's conflict as ethical, not romantic, given Maxie's condition and history with both of them. The bond developed gradually through shared grief and lost time, not intent or pursuit. The kiss that wasn't an accident. Havins spoke with Soap Opera Digest about how early she realized where the story was heading once Ryan Pavey returned and Lulu was written as the one to find Nathan after the accident. She admitted she saw the signal immediately, calling it an obvious tell once you know how soaps lay breadcrumbs, even when the characters themselves are still in denial. What complicated it for her wasn't the chemistry, but the ethics. Havins explained that Lulu's instincts pushed back hard against the idea of developing feelings for Maxie's, Kirsten Storm's, husband, especially given their history and the fact that Maxie was still lying in a coma. She described playing that tension as a constant internal argument rather than a sudden lapse in judgment. The bond crept up on them over time, built out of shared grief and that disorienting stretch of missing years that no one else around them could really speak to. Havins made it clear there was nothing calculated about it, which is why the kiss didn't play as a plot turn so much as a misstep neither of them had been steering toward. What happens after the snow clears? Havins said she appreciated that Lulu's first reaction after the kiss wasn't swooning but recoil, quoting Lulu's immediate response as, "No. We cannot do this to Maxie." The guilt arrived fast, and Lulu sobered up emotionally long before the storm passed outside. From there, the story shifted into restraint rather than indulgence. Havins talked about playing Lulu as someone determined to shut the door, even while knowing that determination doesn't erase feeling. She leaned into the awkwardness of seeing Nathan again afterward, letting the longing sit there without resolution. With Maxie's return looming, Havins acknowledged the timing as pure soap design, laughing that it was essentially 3-2-1, kiss the husband and then here comes Maxie. It wasn't about villains or betrayals yet, just people making choices they'd have to answer for once the weather cleared and the real world came rushing back in.